Oh, hi there. In this video, we are going to explore the Flutter cross-platform mobile framework. So, Flutter, I don't think I need to give an introduction about the Flutter. It is an open source framework. You can build the Android and iOS apps. You can go to flutter.io and know everything which is nice about the Flutter framework. So, the nice thing about Flutter is that it compiles to the native code. So you don't need to worry about the performance while writing the cross-platform apps. So to get started, you will need three things. First, you will need an SDK for the Flutter, which is the software development kit. All you have to do is to click on this get started button and choose your operating system, whatever it is, Windows, Mac or Linux, and install the SDK. I already installed it on my machine, so I'll skip that part. I'll put the links in the description if you want. The another thing you will need is that you will need a rich editor or IDE. I prefer to use the Visual Studio Code, VS Code. You will get it from here, code.visualstudio.com. It is free and available for all the operating systems. The third thing you will need is that you will need to have a Dart extension for the VS Code. So after installing the VS Code, let's close these folders. You get the idea. Okay, so you'll see this welcome screen here, and there will be an option for installing the extensions. So go to these extensions and search for the Dart code. This is very important as this provides the syntax highlighting and the integration with the Flutter on the VS Code. So you'll need to install these and then reload your IDE. So Flutter apps are written in Dart. Dart is an OOP language, which means it is object oriented, just like Java and C#. So you if you have the previous experience with the languages like C or Java or C# or JavaScript, then you will find very easy to develop with Flutter. Let's discuss the app we are going to build today. So it is a number guessing game. Maybe you know this game. Let's search for the guessing game. Let's search for some repository on GitHub. Let's try this one. So we'll get the idea of what we are going to develop. Okay, so in this game the computer will generate some random number between the 1 and 100, and you will have to guess that number. Okay, so let's play the game to get the idea. So you have 14 moves to guess the correct number. So I'm guessing the number will be 50. Let's say 50. Okay, so the computer will provide me a hint. So currently it is saying that the number is less than the 50. So let's guess the 25. Lower than this, let's 10. Okay, higher than this. So number is between the 10 and 25, right? Let's try 15. Yes, higher. Let's try 20. Okay, so number is between the 20 and 25. Let's try 23. 23. Oh, lower than this. Then it must be 20. It must be between 20 and 23 now. So let's try 21. Oh, that's correct. So this is the game we are going to develop on mobile. We'll have a similar mobile app, much simpler than this. I will try to keep things simpler as I can. And in first part we'll see how to run a Flutter app, how to create a Flutter app and run it on the AVD, the virtual device. And in the next parts we will explore the logic and the user interface of the game. Okay, so let's start creating something. So if you have installed the Flutter, then you'll need to set the Flutter in your environment variables. After setting that, you can just open a terminal using this view show integrated terminal, or the shortcut is Alt F12 if you are using the Windows. Okay, so you can open the terminal with that, and in the terminal you have to run the command flutter application. So let's open some folder. Here I have already built this app, so I'm going to open it. Okay, so let's try to understand the structure of any Flutter app first. So the Flutter app will contain three parts: the Android, iOS and lib. Most of the times you will not need this Android and iOS directories, but all the Dart code will be in this lib directory. So you will have to write code in this lib directory, unless you need to access some platform specific APIs, like say location or some sensors API. Let's try to create new project. I'm not going to use this project, but we'll see it as a reference. So all you have to do is to use either command line like from here in the terminal, or you can use this Control Shift P, and you will see there is an option to create a new project. Now you have to write the name, let's say guessing game, and then you have to choose the directory in which you are going to create a project. Okay, it will take some time and finally build the project. So I'm skipping this part. Do it by yourself, and in the next video we'll see how to run the app in the AVD and how to build the logic of our game. Thanks. Goodbye.